Hi, YouTube. Look, today's daily vlog is actually during the day. How neat, how fun. Okay, so for these next few daily vlogs, I would love if you would participate with me and chime in the comments because I'm really looking for your help. These next few vlogs, maybe like the next, just maybe today and the next day, perhaps a third day, are going to be thematic in the LGBT sense. I know I've told a few of you that I'm going to be on a panel with Google for some Uprising of Love talks with the executive director of It Gets Better. I'm pretty sure that Hannah Hart just was confirmed to be the moderator of the talk, which is pretty dope, as well as David Bond, who is a renowned LGBT journalist, and two other youth from Campus Pride. The theme of the talk is going to be um, they're all LGBT talks, but the like more specific theme of my talk, which is on January 24th, is going to be youth. So I want to share with you some of the talking points because I would love to be a voice for you. So I'm obviously going to voice my opinion, but if there's anything you would like to say, I would love to be able to like speak for you because it's a great opportunity. So the talking point that I want to talk about today is, this is the question. As a self-identified LGBT youth, obviously they're talking to me, but if you are not a self-identified LGBT youth, please feel free to chime in regardless. What are you still needing from LGBT youth-focused organizations to make your environments safer and to make your future brighter? So basically, what do you need from organizations? And these organizations could be nonprofits or huge campaigns, or I think that organizations could just be like your GSA at your school, like tiny little LGBT youth groups. So what do you need from organizations in order to make your future positive, safe, and bright? Answer that question. Now I'm going to kind of touch on right now what my answer is, and you can tell me what you think. And maybe your answer is totally different, because my answer is pretty personal. It's really going to be specific to me. um, so basically, this may not be the most pivotal thing that an organization can do in order to make somebody's future safe and bright, but I remember when I was coming out, and something that could have been really useful for me would be for organizations to pay more attention and raise awareness of the fact that sexuality is a spectrum and that there are identities that span beyond simply straight, bi, and gay. Because I know when I was first coming out and I was first being introduced to all these organizations, I feel like a lot of them were like, look at our like gay spokesperson, or we are a gay organization. We like bi people too. And if you're straight, you can totally be an ally. But there was really no talk of anything that or of any label that wasn't those mainstream labels: straight, gay, or bi. Like anything outside of that, there was really no attention or awareness. And I remember I was once part of a networking site for an organization, and you could either disclose your sexuality, or you could like choose to not disclose your sexuality. But if you disclose your sexuality, you only have the options of straight, gay, or bi. And there was no like write-in option. And then if you chose not to disclose it, it was like Ashley chooses not to disclose her sexuality, which wasn't the case. I just didn't identify with any of those. So I think that my future could have been way brighter if I would have been like educated that it was okay not to exist with an identity or a label outside of like these three main labels, and then I'm like not any less of the community or dysfunctional or weird or anyway. I'm just like different from these three main labels. Also, like when you do have a weird label, sometimes you're not in the safest place because you receive hate, not only like from heterosexual people, but also interminority hate. Like I'll get like hate from gay people who say, like, pansexual, that's not valid, that's not real. It really like brings me down, and like invalidates my sexuality. So my answer to this question is, what can organizations do for me? They can raise awareness and attention to all the kinds of identities and labels that exist within the LGBTQ community, and acknowledge that sexuality is a spectrum. That was a long answer. What do you think? What can organizations do for you? You could say things like, outreach or teaching, educating people to not be homophobic or transphobic from a very young age, or things like that. Yeah, you don't have to even closely answer to my answer. My answer was really like Ashley centric. If your answer is totally different, that's cool. Let me know. What can organizations do for you to make your future brighter and better and safer?